peace, and love. Man, it's just so powerful for my soul right now. Too messy. This religion, this cult, this society stuff is too messy. Everybody's getting too messy. And liars are messy. Oh, everywhere, all over the place. Not knowing what they saying, not understanding self, but instead just going off core concepts, not even knowing where they come from. And I give you a personal testimony of myself. Of when it comes to money, Christians have these concepts that I did not know belong to the Christians and to religion. And that's the concept of all concepts. The concept of religion and all these terms that's coming out of religion that people use to make people believe they somewhere sanctified, somewhere saved, somewhere baptized. You go to this church, you go to that. All this bullarchy that you swear that's going to help you escape from death. And none of that shit is real. And it can no longer be upheld. So every one needs to know as a fair shot that if you subscribe yourself to anything that's brought on forth on your screen, keep to yourself. You don't have to come to this channel. You don't have to email. You don't have to do anything concerning what's over here. You can keep everything you have and keep all your actions, keep all your thoughts to yourself and over there. Because none of these things that's coming on the screen, I believe in. So I don't believe in what religion believe in. Religion is crazy, and all the people that come from under it is crazy. And they'll act to you as they insane, that they're sane, but they are crazy. And these people have become comfortable in their insanity. Their insanity have become sane. And these are the people that have came from these concepts belonging to religion. So I wouldn't care if you're not part of religion. In your mind is concepts from religion that you still carry as I carry. And as I found out myself from searching. So if one ain't searching and they just moving around with what's in their head, never investigating, then this is the primary reason of why this video was coming forth. Now, it's very critical. This is for myself. Myself was to figure out the concept of why the business model is the way it is. And I figured it out all through searching myself. So I'm bringing this forth just out of my generosity, because nobody care about y'all to even bring that shit forth. I'm going to bring that shit forth. I don't even know why. This is a place of entertainment. Nobody's not looking for no truth. They are looking to be entertained or looking for messages that make them feel comfortable in the situation they in. To make them, everybody's looking for some form of justification. And you looking to be justified by joining something that helps you to feel over your problem. And I'm going to tell you, over here is no problem over here. It's purity over here. So if you got a problem, that's your own. Allah has no problems over here. Allah has no complications. And Islam never will. Not Islamism, not Sufian Islam. Never. And never will. That is because errors from your scriptures, errors from your concepts, errors in your beliefs, believing in something that has no validity and soundproof and truth. You rather believe theoretically instead of know physically. And so all people who carry religious concepts, as I did, need to recheck themselves. The concept of money and the concept of people and the concept of the world and the concept of self is not even upheld in any form of religion. All those get you to depend on something outside of yourself for some salvation. I'm telling you, that shit is over with and bye-bye. Most of this world is a beautiful place. But y'all people who are accepting lies and becoming liars yourself is what's making this place a bad place for young people. If you destroyed your life, don't destroy it for young people. If you found out that you followed a lie, tell the people. If you didn't know that was a lie and you come later in life to find out that's a lie, you come forth and tell the people. You don't have people doing the same lies you follow after you knew better. So around the world in society, and especially black communities, people going around just saying shit, not knowing what they saying. Oh, I'm saved. Oh, I go to this church. Oh, my faith. Look at the condition of your people. Look at the condition of your people. Your people are sick. Your people, if you are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, my people is sick. My people is tired. My people is catching hell. Piss poor. And acting as if none of this shit bothers them. Only people that get is their own. People at work get the smiles. People in the strangers get the welcomes, but your own kind get the hate and the grind. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And it just got to be said, and I'm the one to say it. Man, and I just, man, if we just know what all our people have been through just to get to this point, and for most of us to begin to not even try to understand, but just try to gratify. Man, the people in the old day were not gratifying their lower self to make sure their children were straight. Man, our people was dying for the sake that we can have a better life. not in the sake that they was sellouts like the chumps of the day. They had to come and get it in blood. And this is what the whole Bible is about. How can a holy book be about stealing, conquering people, lands, and properties, everything outside of self? And somehow we come to the conclusion that ignorance is a virtue. This is the sum of what I'm saying. When I see today, I've seen nothing but my elders. And all my elders is in bad, critical condition. Psychologically, not only physically. I'm talking psychologically, and I'm talking about spiritually. We do not know what we are saying. We do not know almost anything when it comes to ignorance. We now think ignorance is a virtue, that it's good to not know. And it's good to play dumb. And it's good to be not rather than be. I hope you see the word on the screen, because this is the very first word that has infiltrated the black minds. And now black minds can leave church. It wouldn't matter. The concept is still in the black mind. And man has to do work on his concepts to make sure his concepts to what he believes in is full and accurate, with validity. This word dogma. Dogma is a belief. It's a belief so strong that it's considered authoritative. Our people speak with so much belief that they don't know what they believe in is dogma. It has nothing to do with the divine creator. It has to do with a religion and a cult, which is not from the divine creator. I don't even got time to waste with examples of ignorance. Why would you believe in something that has no validity? Our people believe in something that has no validity. You still poor. You still catching hell. And somehow you think the dogma that you have is the creator. You think actually God is the creator. You think the God of the Bible is the creator of the whole entire all existence. And it's not so. The God of the Bible is not the creator of the divine cosmos. That is called dogma. To believe that your creator came in physical form is dogma. And so when a belief is so firmly put in your heart that you will die on it, This is called dogma. Coming out of a religion or cult. A dogma is what our people are considering as their doctrine and belief to their particular faith. And so all of this is too messy for me. I see why things have not gotten done, and they will not get done in the realm of black people. There has been a mind virus placed in all black people's minds that has to be investigated and removed by truthful knowledge. Black people, including myself, I have grew up in the same existence you grew up in. Had to either fight to keep their self-identity, or they either lost their identity. And so joining organizations is losing your identity. Just purity. Orthodoxy. Everybody got the right way. It wouldn't be so many denominations, so many sectarians, if one way was the right way. Every sectarian denomination say their way is the orthodox. So this is why the mind virus has spread it and ran rampant in the black minds of today, and this got to be stopped and passed down. These answers is to help all black minds psychologically. I'm convinced that all other minds know this, but black people do not. Because everybody else just seem to be having a blast in existence, having fun, just enjoying life, except black people. And it's because of what's in their mind. What's in their mind has been passed down. Concepts, dogmas. Man, that's why these words got to be brought on the screen, man. You cannot even make this stuff up. Like I told you, this stuff right here, I done read it, and I can't read it no more. But it's time for you to read it, so you can understand why I can't read it. Now you will understand. We have been lying to others, to ourselves, and we are receiving lies from others about almost everything in life. They say traditions, certain traditions. Christmas is a tradition that, man, listen, as you see, a tradition, the creator's tradition is only in spirit and in truth, and spirit is wisdom. So wisdom and truth is nothing more than love, purity, and wisdom. Purity, love, and wisdom. This is, if you want to follow the tradition of the divine creator, purity, love, and wisdom. Everything outside of those three are lies. And if you speak anything outside of those three, you become a liar. And this is dangerous. I mean, absolutely dangerous. Your first small lie is dangerous. It creates the comfortability for you to lie bigger and bigger, and to the point where this same lie comes and destroys your whole life, because you was never honest and truthful when this is all that could have been. So I'm going to leave y'all to read what's on the screen while I talk to you. These experiences that all are facing, we all have to either start voicing or we have to start removing. So people can begin to understand that this problem is not just you, that this is worldwide. Questions are being asked, and our elders can't answer. Things about what they believe and how they know they believe, this stuff cannot be answered. So the ground and the grass, man, it is difficult talking to our people. And so we have to understand certain traditions do not no longer exist for the new generation. The new generation is on truth. And I'm going to tell you, I only found truth in Sufian Islam. That is it. This is the only place I found purity in a book form. Everything else my heart disagree with. I wouldn't care if it got the word holy on it. If my heart disagree with it, it's not holy. This book is holy. It matches the criteria of the divine creator and pristine purity. And it has been revealed for all of us to understand, at least for the new generation, because we cannot follow the path of the older generation. Generation of their Islam, the generation of their church, we cannot follow. That is a pathway to lostness. And you, at the end of your life, when you get 60, 70, 80, you will not be happy. Every elder I'm coming to and I'm actually talking to them, they are not happy. And it's because living a life full of lies, how can you be happy? And it gets so bad with the elders, they don't even know that it was a lie to begin with that started all of this to become to the disableness or the disability of today. When it comes to articles, I'm talking about articles. Oh yeah, at least speaking, when it comes to these articles, please read these articles I'm bringing on the screen, because these are for your eyes to know. I'm not finna sit here and just read it word for word. You can do that. I'm done doing all that. Like I told you, that was my last episode. And Islamism. Sufian Islam is my theosis. So I told you personally, my way. I do not follow no church. I do not follow no Christianity. I do not follow their God. I'm in disagreement with the output of what it has done to my people. I am no fond of loving church because of what it has done to my people. My people are not in good shape. My people do not know things. And my people do not have anything left back for their children, as in their whole life they've been awake or in the baptized, saved. The church has not saved our people. And so me and myself, I just want to come forth and make sure I'm honest with you, the viewer, the listener, and that you know my stance. I bring knowledge for us to know, because my creator says we are all equal. So if I know something, you have the equal opportunity for you to know. So in my duty and works, my good works, I present the works so you can be able to have a choice for yourself. Your choice is your choice. My choice is my choice. Now, I made my choice after sitting long years by my lonesome and studying long years by my lonesome, because I had tragedy come to me in the past that made me recognize and understand that there was more to life. And so those things I have sat with from the moment that happened all the way to now, and I never turned back. And I did it 24/7 as long as I was awake until it put me to sleep. And that's every day from then all the way to this moment I'm speaking to you now. So I have my own voice. So I want to use my voice to state what I am to you, so you know what I am to me. And for yourself, you will have the answers that you need. But I can't deal with this type of ignorance. I just got to call it what it is, ignorance. These dogmas, these traditions, these orthodoxies, and these assumptions. Some people would like you to assume. But assuming is not knowing. And so I'm not against belief. I'm against ignorance. So if you believe in ignorance, that's where we part ways. If I believe, I'm going to believe in wisdom or truth. I'm not going to sit myself on a line for myself to be mocked by the Creator or blaspheming the Creator. I understand life, and life was not given to me by just my parents. Those were gateways and portals for me to beget life. But all of existence come from the divine Creator. And I'm not here to push my message on anyone. I just came to bring the knowledge and the knowledge of self. The knowledge I bring will help you to understand self. And once you understand self, and I hope you will make the right choice, as I had to come to the right choice after finally understanding self. So if not understanding, you're going to make assumptions, and these assumptions can lead to dogmas, and these dogmas can be from religions and not from the divine Creator. Great people lived on this earth. Prophets did live on this earth. But these religions have taken these stories and made them out like they're their very own. And then they have twisted these truths to their own perversion of liarship for control. There's nothing else to say but control. And so, all for the sake of salvation. And this is what I mean. Our people think we are saved. Yes, that we are saved. And I can't, like I say, I'm done with it. I'm not here to tell you you're not or not. I just know myself. And so myself, I'm not with the ignorance. I do not worship ignorance. I am for my divine Creator, and that's all. Hey, y'all can keep the ignorance. I don't know. It ain't sir. What I did, boy, it almost brought me to death. Ignorance. I was borderline deaf. This is why I don't play with ignorance, and whoever does can keep playing. But me, myself, I was given a self so I can back away from it. So I advise one who has that same wisdom in the heart to be the wisdom you know. I'm telling you, because these words are true words, man. These words are just hardening because I feel these words. These people, when our people say them, man, we put so much truth and conviction on them. And these things don't even exist, man. These things are dogmas. These things are dogmas. And they was never for the original people of the earth. The indigenous people of the earth. The nappy hair, coarse hair, original people of the earth. Big lips, big cheeks, big nose, all this was not supposed to ever be under this. But these are, right now, concepts black minds contain because of dogma. That's a dogma. Like I said, y'all can read this. This is just the whole world is for good people. Somehow, the whole world has been turned to somehow say good people is not here. And it's due to this word and words associated with it, and people carrying this as a directive. Like I say, it's messy. As we see, the very much word of say someone died for you. This is why it's so messy, man. They would tell our people that Jesus Christ died for your sins. This is where it get messy. Someone else that you say is God died for your sins. So you saying God died for your sins? So we're saying purity died for filthy. And this is what I mean by dogmas. That lie has been going around so long that it has become a dogma. And now, sin is a fictional concept. We know what fictional means. When we say it's a fiction movie. We know what fictional means. It's a fictional concept based in moral belief. Moral belief? Moral belief? This is what I mean. This is why I get messy. And if you just start trying to wrapping your mind around this, your mind will become messy as our older people who have lost themselves into this ignorance. Knowing that it doesn't at least make sense. Y'all know it don't make sense. Man, but they are basing sin into morality. As you can see on the screen, you got to read that for yourself. This whole thing about original sin does not even exist. And this is the primary tenet of the Catholic Church, the Christianity, is original sin existing. As you've seen, salvation is what the concept of salvation lies upon. So I have to back away. Like I said, I have to back away. See, and that's why I'm not And that's why I only in my voice, with my voice, only rep one book. And so in that book, tells me to respect myself, and it's a ecclesiastical book. The divine creator tells me to respect myself first, and then I should respect all others. And so I've been let down personally. By the Holy Bible and by the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran of Mecca. And now I come to the truth that the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran of Mecca are not true scriptures. They are false scriptures. And they're not the revealed word. I have the revealed word, and it reads nothing like those two books, but it talks all about what's in both of those books, and precision, with such precision that you can't even say that it's not precise, because so many years have passed now that even a liar will have to throw it away because it condemns them right there on the spot. And so in this time, I don't feel that a lot of people will even recognize that the book has came for us to know on the West. That the black people, that the wise black people told us about. That it was a book coming, and it was going to be a little book. And this little book was going to tell all the truth. And through all the truth, we will know our Creator, and we will know how everything works and how we should live our way of life. And that has came forth and has came down from the heavens of the earth. And so these words have been blocking us from the revelation. Since we walk around with the I'm saved concept in your mind, you feel that you are exonerated. You just feel that you could throw away this law, you can choose to throw away that law, and you could choose to not be and be. Cake and you're trying to have a hand and eat it too. So these dogmas that are in the black people's mind, if it's not removed by yourself, it cannot be removed. So I'm just here to give you purity. There's no more for myself. I'm not even into anything else other than love, purity, and wisdom. Y'all can keep all your mess. I just want to speak to you with my voice and let you know where I'm at. And so you know where you need to be. And so all these religious terms and ways that people think and are in agreement with and just happy because people are, no, I'm not. I'm sad because my people are they really did not get the best out of life. And don't even understand why. And so It's words like these that just keep our people pinned down. So it's these things that we gotta become more aware of. Because they have used these words to box us in. These people have lied to you, and your mind is the net that all these lies are in. And you gotta walk around with it. And as I see people's future by looking at the elders, it don't look too good for people who walk around with lies. You may be good right now, but your oldness will catch up with you. All your bitterness, all your emotions, everything that you held within, you will never get rid of unless you get rid of it. And to get rid of it, you gotta have knowledge. So you cannot even get something out of your mind if you don't have truthful knowledge. So this is why I say I'm done. Bye-bye, and y'all have a good time, have a good life. I brought forth what I was bringing forth. And as you see these things on the screen, these for you to not to go tell other people. It's for you to sit with yourself and to see how much you have received in on your mind as truth without no investigation, to see did it have any validity. Rather, you turn to belief, and you turn into belief magic. So as all this thing come down, I'm glad that everything was good as it was good. But my faith is Islam. It will always be Islam. And to the core of my heart has always been Islam. Islamism. Sufian Islam is what was revealed to me. And I have made it revealed to you. Sufian Islam. And so these words are just baffling. Because I've studied these books. I took the time. Because I wasn't just going to believe half-assed in anything calling himself a God. I don't even know what that is to begin with. So let me get a scope by looking at it myself and seeing what speaks to me from within. And, it's just coming from a real reality for someone who actually sat down and opened up these books and read every page. Not skipped a page, read every page, front and back. And not just once, years. So for these things to come to fruition for myself is very important. Y'all can be what y'all, destined to be. But myself was had to do what it was destined to do. And so I'm bringing forth that reality. And hopefully you all was the same as me. Pure. And if you're the same as me, then you'll get and understand why this video is done. People do not know any of these things, and like I told you before, a nigga don't give a fuck to tell you. They'll make sure you go down with them. So I'm just making sure you don't go down with anybody. You make your own choice, because you was properly provided knowledge, and from there, you and your creator sorted y'all business out together. But this is why black people would not be free, because these words are a supplier in their mind, and they don't know anything else besides that. Then what's in their mind. And so these things have took place and already well installed. This is why our people are have no clue what's going on. Even a caterpillar become a butterfly. I mean, for a lot of people not even know what's going on. I mean, wow. That's called the breast of unconsciousness, which was never supposed to happen. You was not supposed to leave this world unconscious, not knowing. You're supposed to leave this world all knowing exactly yourself and everything that got you into the situation and how you did as your grade of life. Because you will be graded at the end. This is to be understood. How you did with life. And so these dogmas again is am God backwards. So this is all people know when they say they know God and they've been saved and born again and they go to this church and they were baptized this day, and none of that shit even exists. All that shit is fictional concepts that don't even exist. It only exists in their stupid ass mind that they believe the enemy who brought it to them. None of this stuff. Allah would never tell you to go baptize, and I ain't gonna even get started. This is why I'm just done with this mess. It's too messy. It's too messy. And you begin to see for yourself now. These words, you did not know these words mean that. And I bet if you don't click on these videos, you don't even want to know anyway. So this is where most people at. They don't want to know. They want to laugh, be entertained, and ignore their death. But no, it's not going to happen. You're going to be very much aware of your death. So please do not think that you're going to be ignored. It don't work that way. And so if you've been saved, I mean, if you've been baptized, I mean, if you are did Eucharist, I mean, if you heaven and hell, you believe in all these things, I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say? These things are fictional concepts that do not exist, just like people inside of your TV. I mean, it just don't exist. And you can believe it exists. You can talk about it like it exists. Like, yes, you've seen that movie. Yes, but that person, ooh, when he jumped in that TV and started acting, man, I did not want him to come out that TV. And this is where we at. And so our people are done. Because they don't even look for the opening. They don't even care to understand. They do not give their all nor any hours to understand. So for y'all who do, I appreciate y'all. And whoever donate, I really appreciate y'all. Because live, figuring this stuff out has been getting self out of its own poverty because of these concepts and these beliefs. So you don't have to take it at its face value anymore. Here is the proof. that all this has been nothing but games played on our minds. Mind games. Yeah, so people acting like they rule and have this power from ancient passed down of the disciples and all of this nonsense. It's just no good for your soul at death. It was no good for your soul while alive. Look what it did to your life. This is not good. But this is what all lives do. This is why I am done, so I can get to my happiness. You cannot be happiness with mixing with these type of preconceived actualities. And so these people just walk around in the absolute sense of infallibility. I mean, like, these people just can't be wrong, and you just know what you know. And you just so certain that it's right that you can never be wrong. What human fallibility? We really believe that man and woman is infallible? Please. This is what I mean, man. Our people don't even have a vocabulary. And most people are over 30, 40 years old and don't even have a vocabulary. I've been around this stuff for so long, and I just reached a point. It's done. It's over with. Purity is at its place. All this stuff has not been what you have been told. Heaven and hell and I don't even know. God, devil, I mean, you come on with it. Yes. These things are not practices done to the divine creator. Shit, you don't even know what they for, really, if you be honest with yourself. You don't know why they pass around the grape juice. You don't know why they say communion. I mean, you really don't. You really don't. I mean, you was told, right? That's what it's called, dogma. Yeah, you was told this is why they do that. This is why they do that. And this is why you're told that. They say don't question that authority. And this is how you should know, right there. Yes, and so I did it. That's why I know. I've sat with Christians and did this with Christians, and these people would not say, you know what, this feel like cannibalism, or this feel like, why am I doing this? They would just sit there and do it. I've seen these people, they would just sit there and do it. And they'll find a way to even keep coming back to it. And I was just hoping that one day would be said, it'll come to the senses. Like, what am I doing? This stuff is literally talking about body and blood and flesh and drink. And we're not catching on. So I just put a stop to it myself by not doing. And it just faded away. But people will just do this stuff, is my point. They don't have no clue of what they're doing. And just because it was done before them, they would do it. And this has been the life of most of the people on the land of America that's in a darker skin. So all these words, as you've seen, is what you need to know. And I did not read them to you because I'm done. I'm done reading things to you. You got to do it yourself and read it yourself. I will provide the template for you, but I will not do the work for you. So understanding that this is public awareness and this is public knowledge, and it's now up to you to fulfill, what you know. And so man, because there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. And they want you to be involved in these things, but they don't never give you what these things actually mean. And what am I really vibrating when I voice these words? What am I really doing with my soul? And so these are things that are not told. So, we have to understand. So this is why things exist the way they are. And everything I'm showing you exists in every religion or every cult. You would not get around it. And if you don't know the proper measurements and requirements, you do not know. And so as you see it, this is why I know so well, because I actually have the knowledge and I actually do the study. I'm not going to front to you. I've studied over 18 years of nothing but this knowledge. No TV, no nothing in between. I don't watch TV. I don't do anything that my creator tells me not to do. And I have done it, and I've been doing it ever since I came across. And I went through various studies of all these religions to see what is the best religion. And none of it touched my heart. It had good information in it. It had some truths in it that I can take out of it and apply it to my life. But the book itself, I can't say I'm for this book, because all of the book is not all of me. So I only found one book, as I told you earlier, that done that. And that came at the final books of all books. It came at the final research of my own research. It came at the end of my knowledge of self, of attaining knowledge of self. And these things, I've never heard a soul in my life speak on this revealed text. And this text was revealed to me through voice. So we have to understand these things come to, particulars on to the earth. And these things are in the hands of the righteous always, as I have learned through my own experience. And as you do the work, the greatest come to you. But most of the stuff that we under, that we think is evil and devil and good and God, has nothing to do with what you are assuming it to be. This was pre-created before you even came into a body. And this thing has been well established before you even came into a body. And so this is the evidence. And so these things have been done. Yep, the holy Holocaust, y'all call it. Everybody don't know what it really means. Now you will know what it really means. Participating in blood rituals, don't know what it means, but really know what it means. So all this stuff has been part of cults and part of religions, and they have stolen this and twisted it from its original purity, and they have composited it with falsehood. And so now it's no longer pristine purity. And so these concepts you have in your mind are going to bring you exactly to what they are. And so, as you see, These things are real, but you don't know they're real. But the people who enslave you do. They know you're not going to never read. They know you too sad to read. They know you don't have no self-esteem to read. They know they done beat it out of you. You done been told so many times that you're nothing, you're stupid, that you believed it. And now you are. So it always worked. But it never worked on me. And that's why I'm here bringing forth to you what others not bringing forth. I don't have to sit and talk to you. I will bring you the actual proof and data and let you choose yourself. And once you decide, that's your decision. But these are the actions people believe they will be passed for because of sin. Yeah, so you know you are. This is what they falsely call the matrix. It's called the patrix. And you in a lie of tricks, trick magic, with a sacrilege, and they don't give up. They are sacrilegious, so they don't care. Just like I don't care. What I care about is my soul and my divine creator. So when I'm talking about, they can't even touch. But when you don't know, they can touch it. Now, the Messiah, we done heard these things, saints and all, please let you get the clear understanding. Because the people who put that book together for you to read, all right, I ain't even got nothing else to say except Islam is forever and Allah forever. And Islam belongs to Allah. It don't belong to no book. Don't ever come to me and say a book. No, I'm not talking about a book. I'm talking about the divine creator. Now, there is a sacred scripture, just like all sacred scriptures that you thought you had in your house called the Bible. In the Holy Quran, you thought those were sacred scriptures. But they're not. They're false scriptures. That's why you ain't getting no better. That's why you still a liar. And that's why you still having trouble. And that's why you still not pure. A liar can never be pure. So as you see these things, they are coming forth because time is nearing. The kingdom been at hand, but y'all been ignoring it so long that you don't even know you've been ignoring it. So me, myself, I just been helping and helping. But it's time now to stop. And so I appreciate all y'all if y'all was sincere. If you were sincere, I didn't know, but I appreciate it. These are the things on the screen that is the last thing that you need to know. Like I said, I'm not reading them to you, but I'm making sure you do have the knowledge on hand. Sacred. Yep. So, sacred places. Just so you have it for your knowledge. because the Creator wants the best for y'all. So I just want to make sure I carry that out. Yep, these are powers of your soul. So that's why you don't have to, be told. Because you have something so great if you just took the time to understand what it truly was. And it takes time. Just like it takes time to graduate high school, it took time for me to graduate into my purity. But I stayed with it just like high school. School taught me a lot to stick with it. You will graduate. And it happened. Especially my youth. Y'all gonna need this because, hey, boy, there ain't nobody gonna be telling y'all this stuff right here. Like, nobody ain't even looking to be able to tell y'all. Nobody ain't even noticed for themselves to be able to tell y'all this stuff right here. Like I said, they don't care about you. They gonna front like they do. But they don't care. If they did, they'll be showing you knowledge like this. That'll help you, save you, and put you on truth. From the source. Not let me tell you. Then you see for yourself. Then you can show yourself. But these are some of the terms that religions and cults stole and hijacked of your soul and turned it into names of deities and abstract myths and mythologies and all this type of garbage and nonsensical nonsense that ain't healed the planet yet. And that's why. Because all of it is a lie. Yeah, I'm gonna read this for you right here. When used in conjunction with the word God, the term Lord God or Lord God is a formal title for Baal Malak or Baal Haman, not the divine creator as Lord. See what I mean? You be thinking you putting all your might into saying the word God with all your gut and all your whole throat and all that, and it ain't even worth nothing. This is it's just things like that you need to know. I'm gonna get to even something even clearer, just already. So right here, like spirit. Oh yeah, spirit told me. Yeah, spirit this, spirit that. Oh yes, spirit, spirit, spirit. Well, let me let you know what spirit is. Spirit is an independent supernatural force less than a god. Hence, a spirit may be applied to mean the undying essence of a human being, equivalent to the concept of soul. Spirit may also be applied to mean a ghost, an angel, a demon, or some other entity. See, that is a generically used term like God. God and spirit. Same thing. Yeah. You already know how they exist. That's just how boring this stuff is. And I had to go through all these years of all this boringness, but it came to a grand purity. Okay, let's do something that'll be fun. The soul. The soul is a term used to define the spirit. The soul is a term to define the essence and the divine personality of a higher order life form that coexists with the flesh vessel during life, but believed to separate at death. A soul is not believed to possess any particular material form of its own, and thus is considered purely ethereal and supernatural. Yeah, I know. Canon. This is for you to know. As valid, divine law recognizes that life and existence is a dream of the divine creator in motion, in accordance with the canons of natural law. The terms soul and mind are equivalent to the divine creator. See, people ain't gonna tell you this, and I ain't charge you a dime. I just ask if it's out of your heart, do what you do. If it's not there, don't worry about it. But this is what the payoff so big. That's what it looks like when you don't sell money. You get the true knowledge. So the person who don't have no money will give you the knowledge that you need. Because the kingdom of heaven can't be purchased with money, flesh, or these things. But you probably haven't read that. Because you don't care. Because if you did care, you would be. I had to do it because I cared. If I wanted to know, I had to do it myself. So you had to do everything else yourself. Work, play, fuck, eat. I bet you spread your legs. I bet you went and did that. I bet you. And exactly. So that's why I don't have time for the messiness no more. It's just getting too messy. Okay, I want to go into this because this is just the most overly used term in the world. Because the people who serve this word now, God, G-O-D, God, a god or God is a form of supernatural, immortal deity with superior powers compared to lesser deity and spiritual forces. Therefore, a God is considered a supreme supernatural being above all others. Keep that in mind. As valid, divine law recognizes that life and existence is a dream in motion in accordance with the divine creator. So long as a God is believed to exist and worshipped as existing, it has valid existence. Booyah, there you go. This is why I say, okay, y'all can have what y'all having and what y'all calling upon, because I'm not calling upon that. Y'all can have it. Canon 3658. Belief, worship, and subsequent existence of a God is separate to any claimed power or influence as attributes of a particular God. All right, check this out. All spiritual forces remain subject to divine law and the limits of natural law. This is what they would never tell you, hot shot. Yes. What ruler over you would want you to know this? So, uh, in accordance with a particular faith, a god or god may represent a spiritual force of supreme goodness, sanctity, and holiness. A spiritual force of great destruction, negativity, and ill intent, or possessing a duality personality of both good and evil. The term God and even capital G God do not indicate whether a deity is a divine positive or a divine malevolent being. See the point? Yes. Y'all swallow that pill with no research. So when you swallow that pill and you get that side effect, don't come blaming nobody but yourself. As the term God or big G God on its own does not indicate a supreme, benevolent, or malevolent force, no presumption can be properly made even by inference as to what kind of deity is being worshipped, unless the religion makes it abundantly clear. You up to the religion's hands. Canon 3661. When the term God is qualified as Lord God, then this is unmistakably implies a supreme evil force, as the term God is historically reserved and synonymous with Baal as the master of the slaves, in direct contradiction to a benevolent divine supreme being. Hink, hink, wink, wink, if you understand what I've been saying to you. Canon 3662. Any religion that worships a God whereby the followers are forced to depreciate themselves and all other Homo sapiens as sheep or lamb or other form of animals absolutely implies a God representing evil supreme being. Being as such belief is contradictory to all valid divine law, natural law, and positive law. Canon 3663. By definition, any God that demonstrates or professes negative emotions, such as jealousy, such as I am a jealous God, hate or anger, is a malevolent spirit, less than the absolute divine creator. Jealousy implies a lesser perceived status of self compared to some equal or higher being. I cut this shit off right now, y'all ass. Just because of that right now. Just because of that right now. But I'm going to keep going. Because I'm the positive. These others, you determine. Have they brought you such clear knowledge for you to see? Free of charge. Nothing but your heart. And you seen them poor. You seen them not have nothing. You seen this with your own eyes. But this is what I mean. You already going to your place, so I step aside and be back. Canon 3664. As existence depends upon the immutability of valid natural law, no spiritual force, including the absolute, the one, the all, can abrogate, suspend, or change a single natural law without causing the collective dream of existence to collapse. Therefore, no God possesses the power to abrogate, suspend, or change any valid law. Canon 3665. By definition, the claimed existence of one set of emotions and morals as attributes to a supreme God necessarily implies the existence of the opposite set of emotions and morals, as existence of one depends upon the existence of the other. Therefore, to claim a supreme God expresses love is to imply the same supreme God expresses hate. The only possible explanation is to separate and lesser lesser deities, one good, one evil, which implies that the claim a God is also the supreme being is also a deliberate fraud. Any religion that professes allegiance to a supreme God they claim expresses emotions such as love and compassion, including moral judgments, without also admitting such a supreme being, by their own admissions, must also be supremely hateful and immoral, is a fraud of logic and concealment with any such scripture and teachings, null and void from the beginning. That's what you have. All your teachings comprise of these. Canon 3667. By definition, the claimed existence of a supreme God, separate in some way and above the realm of morals and emotions, do not imply a dual personality. I repeat, by definition, the claimed existence of a supreme God, separate in some way and above separate in some way and above the realm of morals and above the realm of emotions, does not imply a dual personality, but a whole. Therefore, such a supreme God expresses neither love nor hate, only existence and awareness. There you go. That's what a true G-O-D is that you'll never hear nowhere else. And there's a reason. And now you should know the reason. And that could be on your own right, Deezy. Because this right here is purity. Purgatory. So you know these things, hell. So you know these things. I care not to read it. You can read it. That's why I brought the knowledge out. I've read it many, many times. Heaven, there you go. You can read it now. Now you can read it many, many times to see what is still popping. Yeah, they never believed in that. Yeah, there you go, right there. afterlife, so you know for yourself. And this other word for divine creator, unique collective awareness. Just get that insight of that beauty. So the rest of this stuff is gonna be kind of a little fast, and you can just slow it up yourself and screenshot. But I got to dip back into my purity. In closing though, I enjoyed. I gave it all I had, so I left nothing behind. And so yeah, these words you have heard. Yeah, that goes. Yeah, religion that done damage on the black people minds. But at least it did introduce at least a concept that you never knew, and you take that as the grain of salt and begin to metamorph and transform yourself back into purity if you came that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all. Oh yes, I'm yawning now. No, I'm get ready to close this thing down. When you know these things for yourself, you can never say nobody tried to help you. I tried to help you down there for free. So, peace and love, eternal love, and wisdom of the divine. KOS.